for it. They go play action. And he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted in the end zone. So the Hawks will take possession. Going through the motions now. It's first down.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing to start the drive. Here's Knight. Looking for Cole. It's intercepted. And that play will seal the deal. First play of the drive for the Knights. And they've got a sizable advantage on the scoreboard. He'll go deep for the end zone. And the ball pops free as the defender timed that hit perfectly. Following the incomplete pass on first down, here's 2nd and 10. And now a flag comes out as that falls incomplete. Here's the verdict after the Zebras talk it over.
Are you serious?
So the verdict's been delivered. And the penalty accepted as these teams line up for the next play. They could easily take a knee here, but it looks like they want to run it up. That's definitely not the victory formation. Surveys the field. Wait, maybe not. He's on the move. He cannot be stopped. Touchdown! And that should seal the deal. Dot the I and cross the T. And he knocks it through. Right now, let's run, baby! Here's the whistle, and now the kick. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down after finding a bit of room up the field. Opening play of this drive for the Hawks. And to be honest, all hope seems lost, but these kids continue to show some heart. Knight takes the snap. Into heavy traffic and is picked off. So Coach Fetu keeping the playbook open as Coach Robbins stares a hole right through him. This is getting tense right now. Opening play of this drive for the Knights. And if they go to the run, you can expect QB2 to be involved. He leads this team in rushing yards. Oh, change of plans. He tucks the ball. And all it takes is one play to move the sticks. A great run there. Now Coach Fetu calls timeout. That leaves them with 2 now as we make our way to the... end of the Midwest Prep Showcase. Lined up in the pistol.
What we got?
In the red zone, looking to throw. Wait, maybe not. He's on the move. And they can't make the connection, so it'll be 2nd down. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. Drops back, and he'll throw it again. Oh, change of plans. He tucks the ball. Goes to his left. It's complete. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. His 3rd score of the game, and this comeback is now legendary. The Knights will go for 2 here. Fakes the handoff. Play action. Wait, maybe not. He's on the move. He's across the goal line. Good for 2 more. And that play call, not exactly sportsmanlike. We should be in for an interesting handshake between the coaches when this baby's over. Following the touchdown, the Knights are ready to kick it away. Opening play of this drive for the Hawks, and they're playing for pride at this point. Their deficit a considerable one. He's back to pass. The Hail Mary. And that deep ball is incomplete. Had no choice but to go for it, but their prayer goes unanswered. And that will do it. The Knights win the showcase. On behalf of everyone at EA Sports, I'm Kevin Connors, signing off.
This question is for both of you. What trait do you think will give you the edge at the next level?
I think my ability to quickly find the open receiver is what really sets me apart.
I mean, it must have been a little easier with me out there, right? When you snap the ball, you throw it to Tommy, rinse and repeat. But seriously, though, The past 2 years have really put things into perspective for me, and thanks to this guy, I'm just fortunate enough to have the opportunity to go to college and further my football career.
Well, okay, gang. I think that puts us in a great place to go ahead and find out where these two are going. All right, gents, who wants to go first?
I want you to have the honors. It's the least I could do for all you've done for me.
All right.
Oh, wow, man.
More details rolling in, everybody, on today's crazy news. Coach Miller is stepping down from his illustrious college coaching career, and in his place, the school is promoting hotshot defensive coordinator Red O'Brien. Now, Coach O'Brien has been all the rage for quite some time, sitting at the top of a ton of schools' shortlists for head coaching gigs, but it sure looks like he's just going to stay put and take over the entire program. But what I really want to know is what it's going to mean for everyone's favorite dynamic duo, the Heartbreak Kids.
I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years, waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
What do you mean? We've done everything that you asked of us.
How many of those do you guys have? Now, as I was saying, neither of you will be starting, but both of you will be playing.
Coach, I'm sorry, but I'm not switching positions.
I'm not asking you to switch positions. You both get reps at QB. This is a defense-first team now, so I don't need your Heartbreak Kids nonsense. All I need is for one of you to manage things and make sure the offense doesn't give the game away, because my defense certainly won't. You understand?
But you've seen what we did in high school.
I don't care what the Heartbreak Kids did 2 years ago, son. I'm more concerned what you can do now in college and winning a lot more at ease. So I'm gonna rotate you guys. I'm gonna stick with the hot hand until I see what I can get out of one of you. And you'll start the first half. If you do well enough, you'll stay in. If not, we'll see what Tommy's got.
Coach, you can't be serious.
You two are competitors, right?
Well, there is no hint of fall here on this hot and humid Saturday afternoon. Students and alumni have made the early season pilgrimage to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami for the season-opening kickoff classic on EA Sports. It's the home state Florida Gators taking on a team that's made the long trek cross-country, the Oregon Ducks. So here we go. It all starts now. A new season of college football underway here in Miami. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's White. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
From the gun on third down, White is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, White. Now White lost the football, and the defense has come up with it.
The quarterback sack. A fumble.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Adkins. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. Quintez Anderson, 31 yards. And the Ducks have taken the early lead. Well, Coach O'Brien, he could not have asked for a better start for this offense, getting a score on their opening possession. I guess maybe that justifies the call he made with which quarterback to start.
I'm just wondering, from everything we heard this offseason, what do you think, partner? Did he flip a coin about who would start at quarterback, or did he really evaluate them in the preseason? But look, that first drive, first career start against a big-time opponent, packed stadium, noise coming from everywhere. How about how he handled this? Took the team right downfield, put 6 on the board, and how about the statement of Tommy Matthews on the sideline? He's telling him, this is my job to lose.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hans team able to secure the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, here's White, and Beasley with it over the middle. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Tom Beasley. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's Ellington, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. With the incomplete pass there, and you think about the quarterback position in college football. Kind of seems like once you get a guy developed, his 4 years are up just like that. He's off to the NFL. So what we're seeing here, a first ever college start at the quarterback position. How hard is it to win with someone who is unproven like that?
It's always hard. Now, we've seen guys do it, but to me, they're a few and far between because The teams that don't have returning starters at that position, or at least guys that saw significant action and can handle the pressure. Pressure a little bit. You got to put them a little bit of a notch below everyone else, because in high school, those guys can get by on raw talent. It's harder to do that on the college level.
He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Gators, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
From the 25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw on 3rd down. White, and that will be incomplete.
Intended for number 8.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Florida's punter is out there now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And taken right on the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do... Good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start. Now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as a starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The onside kick recovered by the receiving.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining. As we step aside here in this second quarter. Only needing 2 yards on second down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line middle. Level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there. And even 80 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how it's Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down. Now, and from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mike, check, 59.
On second down, it's Jennings. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey. But a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Atkins throwing again on 2nd and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown Ducks. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story, because ordinarily when a junior's making his first start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to, but in this case, the number is 0. So this is almost off the charts. They were watching him make his first start as a junior Jr., and already he's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this game. This is absolutely amazing.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On second down now, it's Jennings. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
White from the gun on 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 53-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now this throw caught left side. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. Quintez Anderson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And this offense continues to pour it on. Touchdown number 5 for the junior quarterback, and that certainly makes Coach O'Brien's job at the postgame press conference a lot easier.
And you're right, it certainly made Coach O'Brien's press conference awfully easy. But how about the conversation he's now going to have with Tommy Matthews? Because all indications we had from talking with Coach during the preseason, he told them both that they were going to get their chance. But now that this guy's throwing 5 touchdown passes, now he has to go back to Tommy Matthews and kind of shrug his shoulders and say, I know what I intended to do. I know what we talked about. But he's got the hot hand. We're going to have to go with it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Complete.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. That's taken in by the tight end, Perkins. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Here's White. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Big stop, D. Big stop.
Another try after the first down sack. White. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
6 yards.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season.
Gators, nothing.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
It's now 3rd and 3.
From the gun on third down, Atkins. He's got Gibbons. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Running again, and again it's Ferguson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Ferguson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain. $12 yards that time.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. A 15-yard touchdown ground as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catch. And he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the head. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit.
Gators, nothing.
But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
No, okay.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach. But maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Now they go screen. It's complete. The ball comes out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Now a toss coming right side. Ferguson. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
To throw is White, operating from the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Ellington. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
From the gun, White. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Florida's punter is out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, Ferguson. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Right back to Ferguson. Shreds the tackle. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball.
And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And this offense is running away with it.